Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahilladzi 'allama bil qalam 'allamal insana ma lam ya'lam. Rabbi zidni ilman warzuqni fahman. Rabbi ishrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Amma ba'd. Distinguished rector, esteemed moderator, honorable speaker, respected college and their student, it is truly a privilege to take part in this international seminar. I would like to extend my highest respect to the Rector of Universitas Muhammadiyah Buton, Associate Professor Dr. Hajjah Wa'udi Al-Zaryani, SPMM, and my sincere appreciation to our moderator, Ustadz Yusuf Yahya, for leading and guiding today's session. I am deeply honored to share this academic forum with our distinguished speaker, Associate Professor Muhammad Firdaus bin Ahmad from Polytechnic Ungku Umar, Associate Professor Dr. Ahmad Dahlan Saleh from University Kebangsaan Malaysia, and Dr. Rahmat Hani Ruelsi from Universitas Muhammadiyah Buton. I would also like to warmly welcome all participants joining us via Zoom. Today, I will present a topic that sits at the intersection of law, ethics, and finance, entitled The Legal and Ethical Dimension of Sharia-Compliant Venture Capital. I hope this discussion will inspire meaningful insight and spark collaboration among institutions and researchers. Let's begin with a brief overview. Venture capital is a form of financing provided to startup companies that have high growth potential. Unlike traditional bank loans, venture capitalists take a great risk by investing directly in early stage companies, often in exchange for ownership share. This model has played a key role by driving innovation across the world. In the United States, for example, some of the most famous technology giants such as Apple, Google, and Facebook were supported in their early years by venture capital funding from firms like Sequoia Capital. These investors not only contribute financial capital, but also mentorship, strategic network, and credibility. In Indonesia, venture capital has also become an important pillar for new businesses. Companies such as Gojek and Tokopedia receive significant venture support that help them grow from local startups into global players. But beyond these success stories lies a deeper question: how can this system be made ethical, fair, and compliance with Islamic values? That is where Sharia compliance venture capital come in, combining in innovative spirit of modern finance with the moral guidance of Islamic principle. Historically, venture capital first emerged in the United States in America around the mid-1960s when investors began funding high potential technology startups. In Indonesia, the concept began to develop around 1988 with the establishment of several state-backed venture firms such as PT Bahana Arta Ventura. In 2011, the creation of the Otoritas Jasa Keuangan marked a major step forward in ensuring transparency and independence in financial supervision. By 2015, Indonesia started exploring ways to integrate Islamic principles into venture capital operation, reflecting the growing interest in ethical and Sharia-based finance. This evolution from Western route to local adaptation demonstrates how the venture capital ecosystem continues to mature and localize, while embracing broader social and moral goals. Why is Sharia integration important in venture capital? There are several key reasons. First, Sharia integration promotes fairness and risk sharing. Instead of guarantee fixed interest return, both investor and entrepreneur share profit and loss equitably. Second, it ensures that investments are aligned with Islamic ethics, avoiding industries that contradict moral or social values such as gambling, alcohol, or excessive speculation. Third, it supports halal and sustainable entrepreneurship, creating opportunities for businesses that generate both profit and social benefit. What is Islamic term we call maslahah? Fourth, it helps build trust among Muslim investors, many of whom wish to invest in ways that reflect their faith. And finally, it avoids the core prohibition in Islamic finance, riba, gharar, and maisir. By eliminating these elements, Sharia compliant venture capital offer a more balanced, transparent, and more financial ecosystem, one that values justice and such as profitability. The legal foundation of Sharia compliant venture capital rests on both classical and contemporary sources. The primary sources are the Quran, the Hadith, Ijma, and Qiyas. These provide moral and legal guidance for all Islamic commercial activity. The secondary sources, including modern regulation, such as those issued by Otoritas Jasa Keuangan, Fatwa Dewan Syariah Nasional Majelis Ulama Indonesia, and AAOIFI. Together, they bridge the gap between traditional jurisprudence and the modern financial system. In practice, two main contractual models are used, musyarakah and mudharabah. In musyarakah, both investor and entrepreneur contribute capital and share profit by agreement. In mudharabah, the investor provides capital while the entrepreneur contributes expertise and management. In both cases, the spirit of partnership, both parties share risk, reward, and responsibility. This ensures that wealth creation remains just and corporative rather than exploitative. The ethical dimension strengthens the legal one and keeps Sharia compliant venture capital socially grounded. It revolves around four key principles. First, fairness. In Arabic, we call adl, ensuring that neither party is exploited. Second, transparency. In Arabic, we call amanah, clear disclosure of risk, financial performance, and expected return. Third, social benefit. In Arabic, we call amanah, clear disclosure of risk, financial performance, and expected return. Third, social benefit. In Arabic, we call maslahah. Investment should promote community welfare. Fourth, accountability. In Arabic, we call mas'uliyah. All capital must be managed responsibly with the auditable record and ethical justification. When these four principles guide finance practice, venture capital become a moral force and for inclusive development. Of course, every great idea faces challenges in implementation. One challenge in the limited availability of Sharia compliance instrument. Another is the lack of understanding among startup founders about how Islamic contract work. There are also valuation difficulties under profit and loss sharing model. And finally, legal dualism, balancing between civil law and Sharia law framework. To overcome this, we need strong collaboration between policymaker, scholar, and practitioner to design innovative solutions that uphold both compliance and competitiveness. Opportunities ahead. Despite this challenge, the opportunities ahead are enormous. Global demand for ethical and halal investment is growing rapidly. The rise of Islamic fintech, digital startup, and green finance is creating new possibilities. In the United States and Europe, investors are adopting ESG standards, showing that the world is moving toward value-based finance. This global shift aligns beautifully with Sharia principles, emphasizing justice, sustainability, and social good. In Indonesia, with the large Muslim population and dynamic digital economy, the potential is even greater. Government initiative and OJK's commitment to Islamic finance provide a strong foundation. By connecting Sharia venture capital with young entrepreneurs, tech startup, and social enterprise, Indonesia can become a model for ethical investment in Southeast Asia. To ensure the system grows stronger, several policy recommendations can be considered. First, harmonized regulation between OJK and Dewan Syariah Nasional MUI to ensure consistency. Second, develop clear operation guidelines for Sharia venture capital. Third, enhance capacity building through education, certification, and training. In conclusion, Sharia compliance venture capital represents a power blend of ethics, justice, and innovation. It aligns financial growth with a moral responsibility, supporting entrepreneurs who create real value for society. Looking ahead, our focus should be on digitalization, transparency, and legal clarity so that Islamic venture capital can thrive globally. If we continue to integrate knowledge, ethics, and collaboration, we can transform venture capital into an instrument of integrity and innovation. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.